Hello,
Hello.
hello. I'm Megan,
I'm Matt.
and you are watching
The Night Owl.
Sorry, guys, we were having some difficulties with getting my computer set up. I'm going to listen to the Facebook page and make sure that the sound is good. Let's see here.
Let's see. Testing. Let's do this.
Yeah, let's do a test. All right, we're good.
Correct. You can hear.
We got it. All right, so I'm Megan.
I'm Matt.
And this is the Night Owl Chicago, an all-inclusive podcast that talks about music, art, and life, and everything in between. So if you are here with us tonight, grab a drink, grab a snack. Let's have some story times. And yeah, we're almost into the first month, almost done with the first month of the new year. I'm still telling people and strangers Happy New Year, by the way.
Yeah, I think that's still allowed, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, how far can we go? We can at least do that first month.
According to Curb Your Enthusiasm, apparently there's like a 3-week.
Apparently there's a threshold.
Yeah, it's like 3 weeks or whatever. So the end of January is when you stop saying it. But I don't know. I think you should say it up until February because in most states that deal with seasonal depression, you want someone to tell you Happy New Year or just, thank you. It's a form of politeness, I think. Like you care, have a good day.
Yeah, and I think by the end of February or March, you've passed most other type of New Year's maybe, although I think we think of, January 1st, but there's other New Year's, and most of those have passed by the end of February and there, haven't they? So, yeah, I think by March, we're in the swing.
Yeah, I think so too. So I just wanted to tell you guys that we love you. We're so happy that you are here. You guys have been sending us really cool, love on our Facebook page. I think our last audio thing we did was we read the anti-bucket list, which I thought was a really fun topic. I actually put it on our Facebook page because, it's a new year, right? So people always want to, they always want to, talk about their New Year's resolution, right?
Right. As adults, that's when, we start to, it's a chance for many to reflect and to think, put it in the past and look forward and look for opportunities.
Yeah.
Put that drive out there.
So this was like the anti-bucket list. This was kind of like, hey, what would you do? What would you never do again? They were quite funny. And I love that you guys commented on each other's things and you guys kind of like bonded over that. So thank you guys for like being involved in each other's lives on Facebook. I think for the sake of you guys, because you're our owlings, you're our little nestlings, I might just be getting rid of Facebook. So we'll just be keeping our Instagram and our YouTube, and we might get, obviously I was telling you guys, we're probably going to get Twitch.
Gram and Tube.
So I think I might be eliminating Facebook. And if I have to do that for myself, I might just I don't know, if I want to keep the pages, I think I'll just keep maybe my music page and the Night Owl page under Matthew's account, because Matthew doesn't use his account, but it is a good safety net to have it there in case I want to go back and post some things on our Facebook. But just be ready. I think at the end of February, we're just going to be going winding down to just Instagram, YouTube.
Every day's a winding road, and we're going to take a winding road.
Yeah, so Instagram will be like where we share our thoughts and like our, photos and funny memes and like maybe some clips of our podcast and maybe like other things that inspire us or, that we see while we're traveling or just, our daily lives. But YouTube and Twitch will be where we stream everything. And yeah, I mean, Facebook, like I said, people scroll through. Sometimes they see it and sometimes they don't. So the analytics for Facebook is just not as good as YouTube. And, Twitch will be great because Twitch is just for people who want to stream. So it's just, I think just kind of doing cleaning house is a good thing to do.
Platform, cleaning house, like I said, making those advancements, trying to
just move on. Facebook. I personally have had Facebook way too long. It's been since 2008 or 9 that I've had it. It's too long. It's too toxic for me. So because I'll be doing that, everything that I have, luckily, all my pages on Facebook are linked to my Instagram. So even if I get rid of my Facebook, my Instagram will still be there. So everything will still be in my possession. So that's good. So I have a couple topics I wanted to talk about, but let's have Matthew go first because I think I went first last time. So why don't you go first on your topic?
Oh, I just thought in the news, a little local and a little national, and start with a little local. If you live in the Chicagoland area,
Chicago, Maine.
Chicago, Maine. If you live in Chicago, seriously, we are adding a new area code. If you're not aware, we added a new area code. If you're not aware how many different area codes we have, I didn't list them all, but the new one is going to be 464.
Okay, so that's why is it 464 though?
I don't know why 464, but it's mostly going to apply to western and southern Chicago. So we're talking like Orland Park, Blue Island. They said Dalton, Dixmoor, kind of back of the yards neighborhoods in there. The last time, if anybody is wondering, for giggles and shits. And
is this going to be the whole of Illinois or just Chicago?
No, just those areas right now. Just the Chicagoland area. Like I said, just those neighborhoods that are rattled off the 464. The last time was October 12th, 1996 is when they added the 773 number.
Yeah, so I remember. I don't remember, dude, I've been here. I did the math the other day, and I've been living here for over about 13 years, which is crazy. I mean, I was like at least 2021 when I moved here for a boy, of course. That's how it is sometimes with those love stories. But I'm pretty sure that I had a 312 area code number because I remember even finding, I used to be able to find on old papers or old accounts that I would be 312, or even when my parents would ask me what's your new number. And then I think I've had this number for a few years. Do you think I've had this actual number for longer, or do you not dial my number? Do you dial my number sometimes, or do you just go to the name?
No, I know your number because I have to enter it in for things like Walgreens and things of that nature.
Did I have that number before we met or when we met?
When we met.
Okay, so I've had this number that I've currently for a while. I don't think I've ever changed my actual number when we were together. But I had Verizon Wireless, and I know that I had a different number, and it was 312. And I didn't have an iPhone either. I had those flip phones. I had not a flip phone, but I had
it's a 773 number, and I've had it for at least 16 years, and I've had it bouncing from Verizon, T-Mobile to AT&T. I've managed to keep that number, so I've had it for a long time. But it's been 773, and now here you go, and they're really only going to add it to new numbers, so it's probably going to take a while for anybody to say or have that 464 number, or for a business to necessarily have that 464 number. But,
so I'm going to put it in the chat. So I'm just going to say, what was your number? What was your area code when you were living in Chicago? And then how long have you had it? So just tell you guys what it was. And so let me make sure.
So that was the local news.
Did you say yokel news?
I did say yokel. Yokel.
The yokel
news.
Okay, well, mine are kind of related. So I have a friend that will be nameless unless they want me to name them. I will say it. But this person is amazing. They're super nerdy. They love to whatever they learn and absorb. They collect. So this person, some people collect stamps. Some people collect animals. This person collects information. So this person definitely gave me some really funny Google search titles. And I was going over them, and there must have been at least 20. They were just screenshots. And she was like, hey, she basically gives me all these topics to talk about on the podcast. And I haven't talked about a single one yet. But I told her, I'm like, you know what, this time I will do it because I just want to I kind of want to humor her, and I'm really interested in what she had sent me. So I read through them, and then I also found an article or a meme that I thought would be funny to talk about, but would be more about more with Matthew's taste, because you talk about the relationships things, you like to read them on Reddit, and so I thought this would be kind of good for you.
There you go.
So I'm going to go ahead and read the article first, and I'm going to share it to my laptop. There we go. Okay. All right, so let's see if I can share it without fucking up any of the. Okay, so let's see. So we're gonna do a test right now just to make sure that you guys can still hear me while we're doing this. Oops. Here. All right, so hold on. Let me do a sec to make sure that you can still hear me. It's a really funny article, and I just want you guys to be able to read along with me. It's a really funny article. Okay, we got it. All right. All right, so this is hilarious. So I'm going to actually read this from my phone, but you guys will be able to see what I'm talking about. Matthew. Oh my God, this is the best. So it says, student creates wedding dress out of a divorce papers. As you know, millennials are woke as fuck, right? They know what's going on in the world, if not in their own house or in their own neighborhood. So this is a student. This is by ABC News. I mean, ABC News is all right. They're better than Fox. But so this girl created wedding dresses out of divorce papers, which I've never seen anyone do before.
I've seen the prom dress made out of various materials, so I would say it's a take on that, although very, how ironic, right? Made out of divorce papers, a wedding dress.
Yeah. So I'm gonna let you guys see the photo.
It is quite.
And I'll read.
Very
I think
amazing.
it's elaborate. Yeah.
Yes, it is an amazing.
She could get an award on Project Runway for sure. Okay, so it says, "Here comes the bride, all dressed in divorce papers." That was the ironic idea of Demi Barnes, 15, of West Sussex, England, who constructed a gown from more than 1,500 sheets of divorce papers for her school art project.
Yeah, but I want to know exactly, where did you get all those divorce papers?
Girl, we'll probably explain it. So it says, quote, "I wanted to create a wedding dress with meaning," unquote, Barnes wrote to abcnews.com in an email. "For me, the dress represents that too many people rush into marriage and end up getting divorced. I love the irony of that, the idea." The dress took Barnes 2 school days to create during her 10-hour-long exam at Linfield Notre Dame School in Linkfeld, Surrey. Smart kid. It was mainly trial and error, but a very challenging piece, she said. "I constructed the bodice with wire and then folded the papers." So it says this was the most time-consuming part and stapled them on. After she posted pictures of her final product to Facebook page to show her cousin in Italy, the images went incredibly viral with more than 47,000 likes and nearly 1,500 shares, which is funny because she used 1,500 sheets. So she got a share for each sheet, right?
There you go.
So it said, the aspiring artist has even been approached by brides-to-be to design their wedding dresses, as well as major designers reaching out to inquire about her work. But it's like, let's just stop for a second. The people so she's getting brides coming to her, which is weird because like she's not making them for them. And then she's got people that are.
Well, I guess they look at it like she can make wedding dresses.
She can't though. This isn't about the wedding. This isn't about brides. It's about divorce. It's about human choice of rushing into things and not thinking before you do things.
But they may just take it on its surface as you made a wedding dress that I like and make one for me.
So basically, but that's the thing is like they're inserting themselves into her work, and her message is just like.
Potentially
like they don't get it.
Yeah.
They don't get it. Like it's going over their heads. And then people that want to inquire about her work, like again, she didn't do this for anyone else. She did it because she thought it was a good message to send people. But again, like I mean, bro, I wouldn't, if I was getting married and I saw this, I'd be like, I'm not getting married then. Like I wouldn't be like, hey, can you design my dress? I would be like, nope. That's a sign. That's a sign. So she said, Demi's wedding dress is the talk of the school, said Barnes headmaster Richard Boole. I am extremely proud of the work Demi and the entire art department have achieved this academic year. It is also a pleasure to see the power of social media working for a student in a positive and responsible way. Barnes, head of art, Claire Davis, added, Demi became charged like electricity when she had the idea for the dress. This was an incredibly ambitious piece, and it took courage, patience, and tenacity. Ooh, tenacity. To see this through from concept to final piece. The dress is currently on display on the at the school for safekeeping. But when asked what Barnes plans to do with the dress in the future, she joked, "My mom would like it at home. But it's not an easy thing to move around, and we'd probably need to remove the front door." There you have it. 15-year-old Barnes.
Making pieces.
Oh my God. I just love that she's like,
we
have to remove the front door. Okay, so this is the last thing I'm going to share. Let's show you guys this part. Let's see if I can share this actual thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see if it comes up. All right, let's see if I can share this. All right, let's see. We're going to get to it, guys. Just hold up. Wait a minute. Hold up. And then we're going to talk about maybe what shows we're watching, but we won't discuss everything. All right, so let's share this. Matthew, you're going to freaking laugh your head off. Let's see if I can find it.
Let's do it.
Is it going to show it? Oh, it doesn't have permission. I wonder if I can just... Dang. It won't let me. Let's see if it'll share it like this. I got to see if it'll actually... Because, sometimes Macs are weird where they don't allow stuff. And then...
maybe you can post, if we're doing that story, post that picture later. I see what maybe you're doing that on, and I've seen that too.
You've seen it already?
It hurts to take it off. Love hurts, right?
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you read it, Matthew? So describe to the listeners what it is, or the viewers what it is.
We're not
if you guys haven't seen it yet.
Aware of the relationship between one Machine Gun Kelly and...
Oh, I'm sure everyone's very aware now.
Megan Fox. Well, they recently got engaged, right? And now recently here on
you have to
Twitter
read the quote
and other places, they posted a picture of the engagement ring.
I think I'm going to actually show it on my phone.
And what was posted on Twitter here looks like it says Machine Gun Kelly tells Vogue that Megan Fox's engagement ring was designed to hurt if she takes it off.
Yeah.
The bands are actually thorns, so if she tries to take it off, it hurts. Love is pain.
What did she do for what's his face? A green guy.
Did they have kids? I don't know.
What did she do for him? Did she have something like that on? Or did she have something that made a difference? So I don't know if you guys can see it.
I don't know about the idea of causing a partner pain for anything. One.
Yeah.
Two, I mean, it is a interesting engagement ring. Who knows what the wedding ring will eventually look like, right?
I don't want to know. But what people were saying was they're like, oh, they're that couple that when, that you're not supposed to be together, when you're the couple that is people are cringing when they see you together. And I'm like, if people are cringing, when they see you, then they have an issue. I didn't have an issue when I saw them together. I just didn't think that they were a good match because she's very irresponsible with her life. She kind of abandoned her family. I mean, she kind of did. She wanted to just be a 20-something, and she's 30-something, and just kind of forget being a mom and forget being, because if you look at her Instagram, her kids are barely on it.
You would not.
It's her and you wouldn't even know she has kids.
No.
So I just feel good vibes to them. I hope that they make it work. I do like that they're kind of underdogs. Like Megan Fox is an underdog. She kind of is. Like she has had to kind of prove herself. But Machine Gun Kelly is going through a change. Obviously, he went from rap to now metal or alternative music. But I think it's also he's saying he wanted to change. And he started wearing like all those weird clothes and then like but that was kind of like during the time where everyone else was doing that. Like Lil Nas X was doing that. Someone was wearing like dresses and then the guy from Pose was wearing like dresses and gowns. Like, you know, it was like the time where everyone was wearing weird shit.
Yeah.
Harry Styles was dressing like that. Like it was just a very feminine time. I think it was actually from the Met Gala to now that like all these rappers and actors were dressing in feminine clothing. And honestly, like we've said over and over, there's no gender for clothing. You just don't want to look ridiculous. Like you want it to look good. But like I think why he switched was because Eminem like kind of blacklisted him, you know, because he made that one joke about, you know, being with his daughter, and he didn't like that. Eminem didn't like that, and he was already using his studio. Eminem kind of like gave him all of this freedom and like gave him all these tools.
Media likes him. They are a peculiar couple, are they not? Right.
And Machine Gun Kelly, before he met Megan, he was kind of out of control. Like he didn't like interviews. He would just walk away. He would get frustrated. But when he's with Megan, like he does it. He's more like behaved. So maybe she's doing something where she's like, hey, we gotta at least like we have to talk to people. We can't just like walk across the carpet. Like we actually have to
each other in this crazy world.
So they do balance each other out a little bit. But yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting because you know, people like to talk about celebrities. You know how I feel. I don't really like to talk about celebrities that much.
But
and
we do.
You do. I like to talk about movies and stuff, but I'm not really big on, you know, I don't really care about them that much. I don't care. I don't really care. So the next thing I want to end with, actually, this is going to be kind of a small episode, a short episode. I don't know if I'm going to share this, but I'll put a link in the comments so you guys can click on it. But this is called Wake Up with the Shits. And I don't know if you remember the Shits. Do you remember them? It was basically, okay, so I'm going to see like Wake Up with the Shits. I'm going to see what it is because then you guys can see Wake Up with the Shits. I think it's Kristen Wiig and the guy that's in do you remember was it like the Euro Trip? Was it Euro Trip or something like that? Not Euro Trip. What was the one where the guy had like boils on his head and on his neck and like he wanted to have a threesome and like I think who was the wife? Like he's like, you can fuck my wife. It was like Elizabeth. I forgot what movie it was, but I think it's the same actor. So it says Wake Up with the Shits was a 3-minute morning television segment. That's what it was. Never mind. It was inside the universe of Schitt's Creek. Do you remember the show Schitt's Creek?
Yeah.
Okay, so this was basically what you would see like when you watch Schitt's Creek and they would watch the news. This was called Wake Up with the Shits. So the mayor of Schitt's Creek or whatever, the place that they lived in, he also had a TV show because he was the mayor. So like he was like supposed to be the head honcho, the big guy, but he was a total cuck. Like he was just kind of a weak bitch, you know? So like he had a segment that was 8. So they made actually 8 episodes of this news station, of this news show. And they made 8 episodes, but it was canceled and replaced by the live stream of Schitt's Creek Traffic Cam. So I'm going to share the actual link with you guys so you can watch it. So again, this was a show that was basically in the universe of the show Schitt's Creek. So every time they would turn on the news, you know, the mayor would be on there.
One of those shows within a show.
It's a show within a show, yeah.
Teased it out and kind of entertained you. Probably, I'm guessing, in the same vein, the same comedy.
So it's Jocelyn and Roland Schitt. So that's, you know, they're the ones. And then the writer's assistant, Roland Schitt, the writer, Jocelyn Schitt. So I'm going to share the actual link with you guys because, there's Cobra Kai coming up. Okay, so it says Wake Up with the Shits. was a 3-minute morning television segment inside the universe of Schitt's Creek, a show within a show. The show aired for one season, comprising of 8 episodes, until it was canceled and replaced by a live stream of Schitt's Creek Traffic Cam. I've never heard of that. It was hosted by Jocelyn and Roland Schitt, who took their 3-minute time slot to comment on all the town's exciting happenings at the moment. The show was filmed on location, WCREEK TV Studios, and produced by directed by Bill Bobbins. Remember Bill Bobbins? Bill Bobbins. In reality, the segment took the form of a companion miniseries for the first season of Schitt's Creek, posted on the YouTube's page. I think Schitt's Creek was on YouTube before it was on TV, right? I think it was. I think the pilot was. I think it was supposed to be a YouTube TV show, and then it got really big. So yeah, so I'm going to share this link with you guys so you can watch it on our hyphen Creek fandom. So I guess all shows have fandom sites, not just Marvel anymore. All these shows where they're the most popular, they have fandom pages now. So I'm going to put it in the comments so you guys can watch it. But it's really funny because you can just watch all the episodes for free. There's 8 of them. Yeah, there's 8 episodes. It's hilarious. And if you guys are really big on, Saturday Night Live or just, quirky stuff like that, you could probably watch it even if you don't watch Schitt's Creek. But Schitt's Creek was such a good show. That show is really funny. I don't know if you ever watched it.
Yeah, I've definitely seen quite a few episodes, not the entire every single one, but yeah, it's very funny. Obviously.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's got the guy from the Best in Show, Eugene Levy, and his son Dan Levy, and yeah, I mean, it's got all the greats in there, and I think everyone was a great actor. Everything made sense. There's some seriousness, but I like that they kind of glazed over these really serious moments that you're just pulling your hair out. You're like, oh my gosh, you guys are not acting the way you should be acting right now. So it's great. And it felt almost like reality TV kind of thing too, because it's you're a fly on the wall and you're watching these people go through crazy moments in their lives. So if you've never seen it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Like I said, there's some people that have never seen Schitt's Creek. I can't be that person that thinks everyone's seen it. Yeah. So we're going to end the podcast today, but we want you guys to be happy and try to get through this winter. We're going to have another live stream next week. So it might be Friday, it might be Saturday, but our audio is going to be posted tonight from last week. So be sure to check that out tomorrow. And yeah, we love you guys.
Love you.
I'm Megan.
I'm Matt.
And you're watching The Night Owl.